You've watched these videos, you know how the chats are going, and they're not even on Roblox. Most of the chat logs are on Discord, and they're accusing me of getting people off of platform onto different social media sites. I guess that's worth a cease and desist and an IP ban of every single account that I own.
Roblox just put out this cease and desist letter to him. He literally sent it to me yesterday. I was busy because it was the Sabbath, but now that it's over, we're gonna go over this, y'all.
And now I'm facing threats of litigation from a multi-billion-dollar company.
Roblox, how dumb you have to be to do this. Everyone, today's video, I want to make a commentary video talking about the insane Roblox situation. Now, before getting to it right, I will admit the commentary videos on this channel have been a bit slow because I want to mainly focus on gaming and clips. But despite that, I'll try my hardest to make one commentary video a week, because there are some stuff, like this story, that's just so mind-blowing that I want to talk about it. So anyway, to set it up, this is a big channel on YouTube called Schlep, who would make videos before in the past, getting predators on Roblox. And funny enough, he worked with Jidion. We all know Jidion, on getting them arrested. Like, Schlep was like the brains, right? He would meet up with them on Roblox, chat on Discord, and then Jidion would be like the bronze, where he would make like a date where they would meet up and then get the police to arrest them. It's pretty clever to be honest. But then very recently, about 8 days ago, I mean this was a bit old, forgive me, but there are some new updates. Schlep was banned on Roblox, and furthermore, he received a cease and desist, and also they're threatening to sue him for the content he made, exposing predators. Now, why would they do that? I mean, for one second. Well, whenever you make a video like that, it makes Roblox seem unsafe, and parents, watching those videos would be like, I'm not gonna let my kid play on that. And if you have less players, you have less customers buying Roblox, and when they're not buying Roblox, you're losing money. Now that's bad. Now, on Roblox's side, right, if you saw that, would you improve your management to, address the predators, the pedophiles? You would, rationally. But I guess on their end, I get the easiest solution, to this issue is to ban people like, Jidion and Schlep doing that. And you also threaten to sue them. Why the fuck would you do that? Or real quick, I want to read the cease and desist that he got from them, where they gave the example for why they're banning him. Engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. Well, I mean, the person should be kids, you catch them. What do you expect? Sharing or soliciting personally identified information. I mean, it's a fucking catfish, who gives a fuck? And then lastly, directing other users to move conversations to platform. Now, what they mean by that, I guess, they mean like they're going from Roblox to Discord. But then who gives a shit, right? Because, then they have the actual, the evidence screenshotted to give to the police, to get them arrested, actual real evidence. So who gives a fuck? I mean, it's very clear that they care more about money than anything else. I mean, I'm sure they care about kids, right? To a degree. But, bro, they're barely putting in the effort. Like, if I were Roblox, I would work with Schlep or Jidion to actually, address the issue. But instead, right, they won't take like Occam's razor by, taking like the simplest route by banning Schlep and Jidion, because that would be way easier. But then if you do that, right, you're like suppressing info about the situation, about the reality of your platform, and makes it more dangerous for kids and for parents as well, who barely know about it, but who barely know about the awful people on there. So it's just, a very lazy and disgusting, approach to this. It's just so dumb. And so furthermore, right, so Schlep and Jidion made a video talking about this, and they were both like, why? This is so moronic, just insane. Thankfully though, like all the backlash and energy has been directed properly. Roblox getting hate for this, appropriately so in my opinion, but also people are supporting Schlep and Jidion, because everyone, seeing this is like, this is so moronic, why? So Roblox getting hate, right? But also people who were like people who did similar content to Schlep, like Creecraft, also got some support from, get this, from a congressman who was also shocked by this news. And this guy, Ro Khanna, if I'm saying that correctly, he made a video about this on TikTok, and also he set up a petition to expose Roblox and how they're barely managing the predators on a platform and just barely fixing it. Real quick.
There is a growing issue in our country with Roblox, an online gaming platform, and the abuse of children. Roblox is simply not doing enough to protect our kids, to inform parents, and to go after child predators. As you know, I have been leading the fight for the full release of the Epstein files. I believe in transparency, and I believe in protecting our children.
I'll pause it real quick. If you want to sign his petition, it's right here on his TikTok. If you want the link as well, I can't sign it. I can't sign because you have to be American, and I'm over here in the UK. So sadly, but again, real quick, it's so mind blowing to me, like how you have big companies like Roblox where they have so much money, but they can barely put in like the minuscule effort to address this properly and fix it. I think they made a video recently on YouTube. I was saying like how they're gonna fix it. But from what I saw from the reception, people didn't like it that much. So AKA, right, they're barely putting any effort, again, barely addressing it. Because again, right, when you have like a big issue like predators on your platform, it would be difficult to like manage it or address it. But when you mainly have like a kid fan base, that should be paramount. I guess you love money, right? But like if you barely give a shit, about like a kid's being endangered on your own platform, then that's just disgusting. If you care more about money, then you're scummy. I'm sorry, holy fuck. And then from this point, right, from the point where Schlep got banned and got season assist and is being threatened by Roblox, to sue him, right? From that point, it just kept getting more crazy. Because after, right, you had the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Hansen jump on this, and now I guess like he's making a documentary about this on how Roblox is very dangerous for kids. Holy fuck.
You may have heard that my streaming crime network, True Blue, and I are investigating the exploitation of children on the popular gaming platform Roblox. Well, it's absolutely true, and we're deep into it. I've already interviewed law enforcement investigators and victims of this horrible activity. And we have some collaborators, some people who've been working in this space, including Schlep, who have committed to help us in this endeavor. Will Roblox actually say anything about it? Will it make any changes?
Hopefully, I mean, bro, when you have someone like Chris Hansen working on this, how could you not fix it at all?
We're gonna do our best.
Like you literally have like the eye of Sauron, on you to fix this shit.
To hold them accountable. Stay tuned. We're working hard on this project.
So there you go. Again, you have, it keeps on getting more crazy, and after that, the fucking state of Louisiana is also apparently, allegedly, suing Roblox for the dangerous management of the platform. Brother, like this whole story feels like a Barbra Streisand effect, where they have like a big issue like predators on the platform. So, but instead of actually fixing it, they suppress the media like Schlep and Jidion. But then in turn, right, they speak out about it on YouTube, and then more people learn about it, and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? This is awful. This is disgusting. And then they get more hate than they were before initially. I mean, for quite a while, like they had the predators for a very long time, but like they were barely addressing it or fixing it. But now, by this bizarre tactic, it's just making it more worse. I mean, hopefully, like after all this backlash and boycotting, maybe they will fix it. Like the fact that this was like the first step in the the initial phase, it just makes no sense. Like how are you really fixing it? I mean, they clearly don't care that much because they want more money. That's why. And then finally, to wrap up the video, there seems to be like a legal statement from Schlep where he's working with a law firm to expose Roblox. Now, I'm not sure if he's suing them or not. I don't really see that here, but he's working with like professionals, like lawyers, to expose this, how they barely give a shit and, want to prioritize money over anything else. I forgot to mention as well, for someone like Schlep, the issue of, being groomed and predators is very personal to him because it happened to him at a young age. So he really cares about this. And the fact that a company as big as Roblox is suppressing him and trying to, silence him about this, that's just fucking wild. That's insane. So overall, maybe in the future, I do gaming videos, right? I'll probably keep on playing Roblox, but that's because I'm a grown-ass man and I can defend myself from those pedos. But like, bro, if I had a kid, I would not let them go near Roblox at all, because I know like there are persons on there, but also furthermore, even worse, the developer, the fucking company, right? They don't give a shit at all. Like they're barely even addressing it or fixing it. So if you're a young kid, hopefully, like you're very wary on that platform, like you should be. But also, keep an eye out for that, because hopefully they fix in the future after this entire mess. But if they don't, bro, that would be even more disgusting. Like they don't give a shit at all. They do give a shit, but it's about the money, not the actual fans. Fuck the fans, in their opinion.
¿Te gusta ver vídeos divertidos de Azul?
fucking mosquitoes everywhere. Holy shit, dude.